A weak cool front is pushing its way in from Canada and may cause some thunder shower activity later tomorrow. But today should remain pleasant and sunny. Around the state, temperatures are holding in the mid and upper 70s with a relative humidity of about 45%. For this evening, temperatures should be dipping to about 55 degrees, and tomorrow we can expect highs near 80. There's a change of light thunder showers late tomorrow afternoon, but these should be ending by the early evening. Currently in the Twin Cities, it's sunny. Wind is out of the southwest at 8 miles per hour, and it's 77 degrees. I'll be back with a recap of today's sports and a final story right after this.
It's difficult, Mother. Patience, dear.
In sports, the Minnesota Twins are fighting to get out of the cellar. Tonight's game against the Milwaukee Brewers is the first of a 3-game homestand. Manager Tom Kelly says the team is ready for the Brewers and thinks it will be a chance for the Twins pitching staff to take home 3 victories, believe it or not. You'll no longer be able to attend basketball games at the Timberwolves Arena. Officials announced today that the new arena will be called Target Center, in a move that promotes Target stores and generates marketing revenues for the Timberwolves. The name of the center went to the highest bidder. Yeah. Target Center will also host music concerts and conventions. The grand opening is scheduled for mid-September. Finally, one lucky lady certainly remembered her trip to Canterbury Downs. Her selection of lucky numbers for a pick 6 bet paid her over $37,000. Her lucky number picks were 7, 7, 3, 7, 3, and 7. That's the latest in news, weather, and sports. Be sure to join us tonight at 10 for the KSCA news final. For the entire Vidiot team, I'm Janelle Pankow.
Good morning. I'm Tyrone Smith with the KSCA Channel 7 News Update. In the headline, the Hubble telescope enters final countdown. Lotto America comes to Minnesota, and the United States commits more troops to maintain peace in the Middle East. Oh, I thought you... In the White House, in the news conference room at the White House, President Bush stated that the United States would do whatever it takes to maintain the balance of power in the Middle East. To support his position, Bush has notified 2 armed reserves united and one Air Force Guard united that they will report for duty by Friday of this week. Okay. Exact departure date was not announced. Bush also said that it was possible that troops could strength reach up to 200 to 50,000 by the end of this year. Okay. Senator Committee oversees military budget for the new B-1 Saddle bumper may be reduced. Speaking for the committee, Senator Armstrong said that the cost of the bumper coupled with each tension between the superpower and the reduce the need for the super secrete bumper. The entire senator will determine the fact of the B1 bumper in September of this year. It's been over a decade in the making, and astronomers around the world are waiting for the first picture from the new Hubble telescope.
Being touted as potentially the greatest Johnson Space Center.
Lunch day is set for Thursday afternoon at 2:30 p.m. Lightning strikes have been blamed for numerous fires in Yellowstone National Park. Firefighter team arrived from far away as Alaska and Hawaii. Park authority have closed all main secondary entries to tourists and campers, and those currently in the park are being evacuated. As of today, it is estimated that over 65,000 acres of forest land has been burned. No one has been injured or killed, and damage so far has been limited to wilderness area. Firefighters are expecting rain shower later this evening and tomorrow to reduce the spread of the burn. Officials expect park to reopen by Saturday morning. It's a close call for a Northwest airline jet, and get ready to pick those lucky lotto numbers. I have information on these stories and weather after this commercial break.
Because when the heat's on.
Minnesota become the 6th state to join Lotto America. Play starts today on Pick 3. Most stores currently selling lotto tickets will also sell numbers for the new Lotto America game. The daily drawing will be held at 6:59 p.m. each day for the Pick 3 games. A weekly drawing on Friday evening will be held at 9:59 p.m. This week's Mega Bucks drawing jackpot will reach at least $21 million. To win, you must correct 6 of the 10 numbers drawn. Winning will be divided between the correct entries. Prize will also be awarded for a correct pick of 4 and 5. It is estimated that Minnesota will spend $7.5 million on lotto tickets this week. In luck of another kind, or more correctly, skill of another kind, a Northwest airline jet route to Denver and to Minneapolis avoided what could have been a disaster. Shortly after takeoff, Flight 67 right engine torn away and fell into a field about 60 miles from the airport. The plane returned to Denver International without incident and made an emergency landing. Except for a few jagged nerves, there were no injured. Passengers were booked on a later flight to Minneapolis. Turning to the weather, country is feeling the effect of a strong high pressure system dominating the Midwest area of the United States. Sunny weather prevails from the Rocky Mountains to the Atlantic states. A weak cold front is pushing its way in front of Canada and may cause some thunder shower activities later tomorrow, but today should remain pleasant and sunny. Around the state, temperature is holding in the mid to upper 70s with a related humidity of about 45%. For this evening, temperature should be dipping into about 55 degrees, and tomorrow we can expect high near 80. There is a chance of light thunder shower later tomorrow afternoon, but these should be ending in the early evening. Currently in the Twin Cities, sunny, wind is out of the southwest at 8 miles per hour, and it is 77 degrees. Okay. Well, oh, you want me to go back to this again? Currently in the Twin Cities, it is sunny, wind is out of the southwest, and it's 8 miles per hour, and it is 77 degrees. I'll be back with a recap, today's sports, and a final story after this commercial break. What did you got?
It's difficult, Mother. Patience.
Sports. The Minnesota Twins are fighting to get out of the cellar. Tonight's game against the Milwaukee Brewers is the first 3 games. It's the first 3 games. 3 games homestand. The Twins manager Tom Kelly says the team is ready for the Brewers and think it is a chance for the pitching staff to take home 3 victories. You'll no longer be able to attend basketball game at the Timberwolf Arena. Officials announced today that the new arena will be called Target Center. In a move to promote Target store and generate marketing avenues for the Timberwolves, the name of the center went to the highest bidder. Target Center will also host music concert and convention. The grand opening is scheduled for mid-September. Finally, one lucky lady will certainly remember her trip to Canterbury Down. Her select of lucky numbers for a pick-six bet paid her over $37,000. Her lucky pick were 7, 7, 3, 7, 3, and 7. That's the latest in news, weather, and sports. Be sure to join us tonight at 10 for KSCA News Final. From the entire KSCA News team, I'm Tyrone Smith, and have a good evening. Good morning. I'm Tyrone Smith with the KSCA Channel 7 News Update. The Hubble telescope enters final countdown. Lotto America comes to Minnesota, and Minnesota commits more troops to maintain peace in the Middle East. In the news conference at the White House, President Bush stated that the United States would do whatever it takes to maintain the balance of power in the Middle East. To support his position, Bush had notified 2 Armed Reserve National and 1 Air Force Guard National that they will report for duty by Friday of this week. The United States expects departure date was not announced. Bush also said that it was possible that troops could reach strength up to 250,000 by the end of this year. The Senate Committee that oversees military budget announced that today the funding for the new B-1 Saddle bumper may be reduced. Speaker for the committee, Senator Armstrong, said the cost of the bumper, coupled with easy tension between the superpower, has reduced the need for Super Secrete bumper. The entire Senator will determine the fact of the B-1 bumper in September of this year. It's been over a decade. In the making, and astronomers around the world are waiting for the first picture from the new Hubble telescope.
It's being touted as Tony Clark, CNN, Johnson Space Center.
Lunch day is set for Thursday afternoon at 2:30 p.m. Lightning strikes have been blamed for numerous fires in Yellowstone National Park. Firefighter team arrived from far away at Alaska and Hawaii. Park authorities are closing all main secondary entries to tourists and campers. and those currently in the park are being evacuated. As of today, it is estimated that over 65,000 acres of forest land has been burned. No one has been injured or killed, and damage so far has been limited to wilderness area. Firefighters expect rain shower later this evening and tomorrow to reduce the spread of the burn. Officials expect the park to reopen by Saturday. It is a close call for a Northwest airline jet, and get ready to pick those lucky lotto numbers. I'll have information on these stories and weather after this commercial break.
Because when the heat's on...
Minnesota become the 6th state to join Lotto America. Play starts today on Pick 3. Most stores currently selling lotto tickets will also sell numbers for the new Lotto American game. Daily drawing will be held at 6:59 p.m. each day for the Pick 3 game. A weekly drawing on Friday evening will be held at 9:59 p.m. This week, Megabuck drawing jackpot will reach at least $21 million. To win, you must select correctly 6 of the 10 number drawn. Winning will be divided between the correct entries. Prize will also be awarded. For correct Pick 4 and 5 numbers. It is estimated that Minnesota will spend over $7.5 million on lotto tickets this week. In luck of another kind, or more correctly, skill of another kind, a Northwest Airlines jet route from Denver to Minneapolis avoided what could have been a disaster. Shortly after takeoff, the Northwest Flight 67 right engine torn away and fell into a field about 60 miles from the airport. The plane returned to Denver International without incident and made an emergency landing. Except for a few jargon nerves, there were no injuries and passengers were booked on a later flight to Minneapolis. Turning to the weather, country is feeling an effect of a strong high pressure system dominating the Midwest area. The United States, sunny weather prevails from the Rocky Mountains to the Atlantic state. A weak cold front is pushing its way in front of Canada and may cause some thunder shower activity later tomorrow, but today should remain pleasant and sunny around the state. Temperatures are holding in the mid to upper 70s. Mid to upper 70s with a relative humidity of about 45%. For this evening, temperature should be dipping into about 45 degrees and tomorrow we can expect high near 80 and a chance of light thunder showers later tomorrow afternoon. But these should be ending by the early evening. Currently in the Twin Cities, the sunny wind is out at the southwest at 8 miles per hour and it is 77 degrees. I'll be back with a recap of today's sports and a final story right after this commercial break.
Oh, Mother. Patience, dear.
Sports. The Minnesota Twins are fighting to get out of the cellar. Tonight's game against the Milwaukee Brewers is the first of 3-game homestands. Twins manager Tom Kelly says the Twins ready for the Brewers and think it would be a chance for the Twins pitching staff to take home 3 victories. You'll no longer be able to attend basketball game at the Timberwolf Arena. Official announced today that the new arena will be called Target Center in a move to promote Target store and generate marketing avenue for the Timberwolves. The name of the center went to the highest bidder. Target Center will also host music concert and convention. The grand opening is scheduled for mid-September. Finally, one lucky lady will remember her trip to Canterbury Down. Her selection of lucky number for a pick 6 bet paid her over $37,000. Her lucky number pick were 773, 7, 3, and 7. That's the latest in news, weather, and sports. Be sure to join us tonight for a KSCA final. From the entire team at KSCA Newsroom, I'm Tyrone Smith, and have a good evening.
Failure. That's supposed to work it too. There's no way. Okay. Next, we will make a pumpkin.
Emily, redo it. Give yourself more time. Sit there a little more, otherwise that edit's going to come out quick.
What's he saying?
Said he loves my camera work. Okay, just sit there. Just sit there and look.
Skeleton's arm is going down to grab your ass or something.
No, who cares? The skeleton's been screwed the whole time.
I know.
Just leave it. Just look at the camera and speak. Speak.
Next, we will make a pumpkin. First, you need an orange garbage bag. You can buy these at any local store.
Zalba?
Welcome back. Ariana, the queen of the nighttime world, is here to show us how to decorate a pumpkin. We'll first learn how to carve a pumpkin. And now, Ariana.
Hello, Count. To carve a pumpkin, we need a nice, fat, round pumpkin.
Looks like a fat pumpkin.
A very fat pumpkin. Then,
What do we do first?
what we do first is we draw a face on our pumpkin. How would you like the pumpkin drawn? How would Count want the pumpkin to look?
Oh, I'm supposed to say that?
Yes.
And how would you like?
No.
How would I? Oh,
You tell me.
make a scary face on that pumpkin.
Real scary,
Real scary.
but we don't want to scare the children too much.
You're right.
Partial scary.
Make it a little scary.
Then, we need a knife.
Well, that looks like a sharp knife.
But it's not a sharp knife.
It isn't.
It's a special pumpkin carving knife.
Oh.
So you don't cut yourself. Ooh. It's very messy.
Yes, make sure you have something to clean up after this is done.
There we go.
Ah.
Give me a hand, Count. I can't get this out.
With pleasure. Ah.
Ew, yuck.
Ooh, and then we put this over here, huh?
Yep.
Ah. Looks kind of messy inside there.
Yes, it is.
Somebody begin with their hand, both of first block, and we'll start the motion.
You go first.
I will try. We have to make sure we have the plastic underneath the pumpkin.
Yes, I noticed you have some plastic underneath the pumpkin.
Yes. We have to roll up our sleeves so we don't get any on our clothes.
Yeah.
Yuck. No. This is so rude.
Yes. Okay.
So I should say drawing a face on the pumpkin?
Yeah.
Okay. And now Ariana will draw a face on the pumpkin. Is that, are we rolling it?
Don't move the camera. Stop.
And now Ariana
Wait, Todd. Now.
And now Ariane will draw a face on the pumpkin.
Stop. Okay. Tape rolling, Todd?
Action usually helps.
Action. Cut. Action. Stop tape.
I'll just roll it.
Action. Cut. Action. Cut. Action.
And now we're ready to carve the face on the pumpkin.
Just keep going. Carve out the whole face. Yeah, okay. Action.
And now we'll take out the mouth.
Your eyes are showing. Action.
Here comes the mouth.
Wait just a second. Roll tape.
Now we have a finished pumpkin.
Ah, it looks very scary. But isn't there something you can do to liven it up a little?
We can put a candle in it.
Ah, but aren't candles dangerous?
Yes, they have an open flame. So better, we can use a flashlight.
Ah. Well then, go ahead, dump it in there.
There we go. Okay.
You can
Got
always
it.
do a close-up and throw that.
Got pumpkin boogers all over the place.
Action.
There, now we have a finished pumpkin. Isn't it scary?
Yeah, that looks scary. But isn't there something you can do to liven it up a little?
We can put a candle in it.
Ah, but aren't candles dangerous?
Yes, they are. So you're better off using a flashlight.
Ah, I see.
There we go. A
Ooh,
scary
that looks
pumpkin.
scary. Ooh.
There, now we have a finished pumpkin.
Ooh, that looks scary. But
Yes,
isn't
it
there
is.
something we can do to liven it up a little?
We sure can. We can use a candle.
Ah, but aren't candles dangerous?
Very dangerous. We'd be better off using a flashlight.
Ah.
We'll do it like this. There we go.
Ooh.
Action. Action.
Cut.
Sure, now it looks scary, but what about this mess?
We have to clean this mess up.
Oh, and how do we do that?
Just get a garbage can. Pick up your pumpkin.
When you pick up
Bag.
the bag.
Ick.
Ooh, yuck. Ooh, this is scarier. The pumpkin. Ooh. And voila.
With paint. 4, 3, 2, 1, action. This is where you're supposed to turn the head.
Get it on your clothes.
Action.
What if you're doing your own carve?
What if you're too young to do your own carving, Ariana?
Well, then you paint it.
What kind of paint do you use?
Washable acrylic by Crayola.
And why do you use that?
Because in case you get it on your clothes or on your face, you can wash it out.
Ah, that's good. Let's begin.
We'll make this one a happy pumpkin.
Oh, I don't know if I like that, boys and girls.
Well, the other one was so scary.
Oh, it's almost scared the pants right off me. We're going to do a close-up of this one anyway. Ah, that is the eye?
That's the eye.
Ooh, it looks happy.
We're dying here. Do we want a close-up of this? My paintbrush keeps drying out.
And now to complete the project, we must outline the eye and finish them out.
Yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1. Action. Act surprised. You're off camera, bud. Put the brush right next to the mouth again. Okay. Pull back and act surprised. Okay, do it again. No, wait till she actually moves her brush out of the way and then act surprised.
Ooh. Hey, there's nothing scary about this pumpkin, is there? Well, what we can do about that is we can carve the pumpkin. But how do we do that? Well, let's take a look at this next segment, and you'll see. So let's look. Ooh. Can we keep going?
Yeah, I think that's how we should start this segment.
You want to try it again?
Yeah, I definitely want to try it.
Okay.
I didn't like what you said, so.
Well, I didn't either, but it just happened. Okay. What's wrong with this pumpkin? Ooh. Hey, what's wrong with this pumpkin? It's not even scary. Well, what we can do about that is to carve a face on the pumpkin. How do we do it? Well, let's take a look at this segment on how to carve a pumpkin safely. Ooh. Quiet on the set, please. Ooh. Hey, there's nothing scary about this pumpkin. You know why? Because it doesn't have a face.
I don't know where the pumpkin is there. I want to stand on the picture. Otherwise,
Oh, I would have rolled right through it too.
I think it's
Ooh. Hey, what's wrong with this pumpkin? It's not even scary. You know why? Because it doesn't have a face. And you know how to put a face on a pumpkin? Well, let's take a look at this segment, and then you'll know how. So let's take a look.
okay, drop the flag.
Ooh. Hey, what's wrong with this pumpkin? Why isn't it scary? Well, I'll tell you why. Because it doesn't have a face. Well, what we can do about that is put a face on a pumpkin. Yes, try it again. Okay. Ooh. Hey, what's wrong with this pumpkin? It's not even scary. Well, what we can do about that is to put a face on it. And well, how we can do that is by going and shooting it again. Ooh. Hey, what's wrong with this? This pumpkin, it's not scary enough. Ooh. Hey.
Just get behind. I don't think we need to dissolve them. Just start on the pumpkin.
Ooh. Hey, what's wrong with this pumpkin? It's not scary enough. Or perhaps we need to put a face on it. And try it again. Ooh. Hey, what's wrong with this pumpkin? It's not scary enough. You know what we should do is put a face on it. And I'll show you how to do that in our next segment. So, let's take a look.
Yeah, I want to copy your head shine behind her, so if you're doing a bad job, up a little bit. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's okay. Take the black. Rotate. Bring it up.
Ooh. Hey, what's wrong with this pumpkin? It's not scary enough. And you know why? Because it doesn't have a face. Well, we'll teach you how to put a face on a pumpkin in this segment coming up. So, let's take a look. Ooh.
Tape's rolling. Got 5 seconds left. Stop tape. No tape. Tape's rolling. Action. Call.
Good evening. I am Todd Serling, and happy Halloween! Today, we are going to learn Halloween safety, do's and don'ts. Cut it.
Yeah, hold on. You guys have mic 2 up for this? Is that okay, rotate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action.
Oh. Happy Halloween, boys and girls. I am Todd Serling, your host, and today we'll be talking about Halloween safety for children. You know, a long time ago, Halloween was a scary occasion. Back then, people would dress up as evil spirits. And they would do this. Okay. They would dress up as evil spirits so they could frighten the other spirits away. You know, the Halloween a long time ago, people would dress up as evil spirits to keep away the evil spirits. Well, now things have changed considerably. Halloween has become a fun occasion for boys and girls. Today we'll be talking about Halloween do's and don'ts. What you should do as far as safety, and what you should do not, what you shouldn't do as far as what you shouldn't do.
Cut. Do you want me to,
I need from you is to make more of a rhythm as you're walking back and forth instead of just stopping and then you swing.
Yeah.
That's kind of throwing me off, but you know, if you want the waist up, it's going to be really noticeable on camera.
Another thing that's bad is when you're standing in the corner there. Ready? Have it ready, Blake. Everyone's ready? Okay, roll tape. Action.
Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome to Halloween Do's and Don'ts. Is that how you want it, Jerry?
Okay, you're just going to smack there.
No, let's try again. Good evening, and welcome to Halloween.
Okay, just a second. When you do that, the first turnaround was really good because we're right between that cobweb and the ghost. The second time you were like halfway between, and the right hand of the ghost was like lying on your back. Yeah, that would be the perfect stop right there. You can start in there. And then we get the tighter shot on him, Blaine, then he'll just be in the frame, and then the top of the ghost will be out of there.
Tape rolling?
Tape rolling, you know? Yeah, tape's rolling.
Okay.
So we can just go ahead and start.
Okay. Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome to... what's the name of the show again?
Things children should know about Halloween. What do we do? Do we want to do Halloween do's and don'ts instead?
I don't know, I kind of like that one.
Halloween do's and don'ts?
Yeah.
It's easier to remember. We'll go with Halloween do's and don'ts.
Okay. Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome to Halloween Do's and Don'ts. I am Todd Serling, your host, and today we'll be talking about Halloween safety, what you can do and what you can't do to make Halloween a special and fun time. Cut. How's that?
You know what I really liked about that? You know that one episode of Star Trek where they have the white face on one side and the black face on the other?
Yeah?
You have a really strong light on your left side of your face, and your right side of the face is all shadow.
Good.
It looks a lot like that. I like
Okay.
it.
Janelle wants the pants off still.
Okay, the tape's still rolling?
Is tape's rolling? Tape's rolling, Jimmy?
Okay, we want to go with the... Okay, roll the tape.
Roll tape. It's rolling.
You know, boys and girls, back in the Middle Ages, Halloween was seen as a kind of an event. Okay, we'll try again.
Do you want me to just hold up the script?
No, no, because I have to look at the script instead of the camera.
How about if we move the camera way up close to your face, we can put the script right below the lens.
I'll have to squint when I read it. Okay.
Okay. Oh, move back the skeleton. Move back.
Tape's rolling. Tape's rolling.
Tape's rolling. Move a little bit more to the right. The skeleton form. Move a little bit back. You were perfect before. Okay. Good. Pull in just a little bit more. You can get a little tighter.
Okay.
Oh, I like that second shot better. Can we?
Okay, now here we go. Tape's rolling. Tape's rolling.
Tape's rolling.
You know, boys and girls, back in the Middle Ages, Halloween was seen as an event to scare away the evil spirits at night. Once a year, that people would dress up in evil costumes and go about scaring people in order. Okay. You know, boys and girls, Halloween was seen in the... Okay, one more time. You know, boys and girls... Okay. Just let me go. Okay.
Stop the tape. Go ahead. Action.
You know, boys and girls, back in the Middle Ages, Halloween was seen as an event to scare people. Okay. You know, boys and girls, Halloween in the Middle Ages was a sort of festival to help scare away the evil spirits. Once a year, people would put on costumes to scare people and themselves. Well, times have changed, and throughout the years, Halloween has become more fun, and more fun, especially for children. Okay, then I can start walking. So I'll zoom out.
Don't you want to say more and then we can overlap it?
Because, well, my train of thought just left. Okay. Okay, now I'll start from here. What I'll do is I'll start walking this way a little bit, and Blaine's going to have to follow me. Okay.
It's rolling.
You know, Halloween, throughout the years, has become more of a safety thing, especially for children. Because it can be a scary time out there, boys and girls, if you don't practice Halloween safety. So, let's take a look at Halloween safety in... Okay. You know, boys and girls, Halloween safety has become very important these days. Halloween can be a very dangerous time if you're not prepared. So, let's take a look at some Halloween costume designs that emphasize safety.
That was good. I like it.
And now we will have a special segment on Halloween pumpkin carving, the safe way, boys and girls. Well, that's the intro and the thing. Want to try it again?
Well, is that what you wanted? Did you want a front shot of that now? You wanted a front on it?
Okay. Oh. Oh, boys and girls, is it going? Oh, boys and girls, oh, isn't that a scary pumpkin? Ooh, well, now it's okay. Let's try it again. Oh, what a scary pumpkin that is! Just think, you could make a pumpkin just as scary at home. And now, when we come back, we'll meet Boris the Hunchback. Ooh.
Let's do that one more time because when done with this set like that, it makes too much noise.
Well, you can always edit that out.
What was that?
Nothing.
Edit it out? Yeah, okay. Well, if you want to
Okay, let's try it. Let's do it one more time. Okay. Maybe what you want to do, Blaine, is kind of zoom in a little bit when I'm going, when I go like this, I go, ooh, wasn't that a scary pumpkin, boys and girls? Ooh. Okay, now zoom back out. Okay, and then when I lift the cape, that's when you zoom in on me. Okay? Tape rolling?
Yes.
Ooh, wasn't that the scary pumpkin, boys and girls? Why? What happened?
I cut off your head.
Oh, okay. Ooh, wasn't that a scary pumpkin, boys and girls? Ooh, even you could make one at home, even scarier. But when we come back, we will talk to Boris the Hunchback, who will tell us about Halloween safety. Ooh. Zoom in on me. And now, Boris the Hunchback will join me to discuss Halloween safety. Oh. Ooh. Okay. And now, boys and girls, we will be joined by a very special guest. A guest from far away and long ago. My friend has been scaring people okay, let's, okay. And now, boys and girls, we will have a very special guest tonight. A very scary guest. You're not zooming up, Blaine.
Oh, no. What word did you want me to zoom?
Oh, that's okay. All right.
Do they have my microphone up there? Okay.
Okay. All right. That's my fault, Blaine.
Right? Someone else up there? No. But come on. Now go ahead and as soon as you see Todd get to.
What word?
Well, actually, you can just kind of go at. What I want to do is I'll be talking, and as I'm talking, you can go ahead and zoom up because I'll kind of have an idea. By the time I introduce him, the chair it should be a two-shot. Okay. And I'll kind of figure that you already have it by then. I'll give you like about 20 or 30 seconds to do it. But you know, if okay. All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's do that again. And now, boys and girls, we will be joined by a very special guest. A special guest that has been scaring people for millions of years.
Yes.
Hey.
Oh, well, welcome, boys. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Count.
Well, boys, it's been a long time since you've been on the show. What have you been doing lately?
Well, nothing much.
So you out scaring people this Halloween?
Lyndale Country Boy Food Stores, located at 26 in Lyndale, in South Minneapolis. Come on in and let us show you what we have in store for you. We have canned goods. We have soft drinks. We have assorted meats. And we have health and beauty supplies. And don't forget, we have Lotto. Since 1924, a neighborhood tradition, Lyndale Country Boy Food Stores, located at 26 in Lyndale, in South Minneapolis.